Hi, everyone. Danny Miles back for another edition of the IntoBridge Daily Celebrity Challenge. As always, we're going to play 5 deals with the robots as our partner and opponent. And you're going to play the same 5 deals and compare your score to mine. So my partner, Leah, is using Gavin's advanced system. So you may see some slight differences in the bidding if you're using a different system. So let's get started. We have 13 points and a good 7-card diamond suit. So it's gone 2 passes to us. We're certainly going to open 1 diamond. And I think we're going to plan on rebidding the minimum number of diamonds here. Although maybe not. Partner showed spades. So that's good. We have ace, third of spades and a single and heart. Take out double, showing clubs and hearts on our right. So we can certainly start with redouble, which will show 3-card spade suit, and then continue on in diamonds later. That's, I think, my plan. It's going to be trickier to show diamonds now, and then if the opponents, say, jump to 3 hearts, we're not going to know whether to bid 3 spades or not. So let's let partner in, tell them that we have 3 spades with them. So if they have a 5-card suit, they'll know when it's right to compete. And we can bid diamonds more later. 2 hearts, probably 2. Okay, just pass from partner. So now we're going to back in with 3 diamonds. Extra length, enough trumps, 10 to 15 minimum, 6+ diamonds, exactly 3 spades. Perfect description of our hand. Okay, good. I didn't want them to compete to 3 hearts. We would have faced a tougher decision. So they've let a trump. And let's remember that East is a passed hand and made a takeout double. So we have a heart loser, probably 2 club losers. That's 3. And at least a spade loser is 4. So we're going to have to keep our spade losers to 1 in order to make this contract, unless we can develop a heart trick or a club trick. So we have basically 7 diamonds and the ace of spades. Those are our 8 tricks. We need to generate a 9th trick. So let's see how we're going to approach this. We're missing ace, queen of clubs, ace, king of hearts is 13 points. King, jack of diamonds is 17. We're missing 17 points. East probably has 10 or 11 of those. So West is probably 6 or 7 points. So they could easily have, the queen of clubs and the ace of hearts, for example, and the jack of spades. So what we want to do, let's see here. East is probably 4-4 in hearts and clubs, and maybe doubled in diamond and 3 spades. We might be able to set up our dummy's 4th spade for a discard when the opponents aren't able to attack clubs. Another option, if we think East has the ace queen of clubs, is we could play a low club from the dummy and try to set up dummy's king. For a spade discard. The one annoying part, even though we caught trump support, great trump support, more than we deserved. Unfortunately, it's the queen 4-3 of diamonds, and we don't have the 2 in our hand. So we actually only have 1 dummy entry, which is kind of annoying. So I think we draw trumps, keeping the queen in the dummy, make sure they both follow. And then which suit do we want to attack? This is tricky. We could all 3 suits kind of make some sense. We could play a heart towards the dummy. See if West flies up with an honor, that's good. If the queen loses to the king or the ace, East is maybe kind of stuck. If they return a heart, we can just pitch a spade and basically use the heart that'll be set up to pitch our other spade. That may be not a bad idea. What we don't want to see happen, actually, it's okay. If West rises with a heart honor and plays a club, then we should have the timing to get us set up our dummy's 3rd club for a spade discard. So anyway, we're going to start by winning in our hand. And East did have a diamond. 7 is probably their only diamond. So let's draw the other trump, and we'll draw it with the jack just to maintain some flexibility. And let's see what pitch we get. Probably a heart. Yeah, a heart. I think the play here is to play a heart towards the dummy. I think West's best defense is to rise if they have a heart honor and actually ship to spades. But let's see what happens. Ace. Okay, this is very. We're going to reveal West's high cards now, and shift to the king of spades. Okay, well, that's West's last high card. So now we are simply going to be able to run the queen of hearts through East for a club discard or a spade discard. And the other thing we could have done is we could actually have gone to dummy, and our plan of a low club towards our jack would also have worked. So we're going to win the ace. Is there any point in ducking this? No, because we can win the ace, go to dummy with a diamond, run the queen of clubs, the queen of hearts. If it gets covered, we ruff and go back to the queen of spades, and then pitch our spade or a club on the queen of on the heart that's set up. So we can't duck because then it could switch to a club. So let's win, and carefully. Is there any other way to do this? I don't think so. I think this is best. I'm just trying to think if spades were 3-3 and we were able to duck one into East, that might even be better. But I think we're fine just doing it this way. So before I go to dummy with the queen of spades and take my discard, is there anything else I could do? I don't think so. I don't think there's any type of squeeze on East. And now we may as well come to our hand and play a club up. It's not going to work. Should we try to sneak the jack of clubs through? I wish we had the 10. The 8 is interesting, but legitimately, there's nothing we can do if West has the queen. And they don't have the ace because we've only seen one honor in East, so he definitely was a card. Okay, so they're both on our right. So we're going to make 4 here, which should be a good score. The defense could have done better. They actually could have taken a spade, 2 clubs, and a heart for keeping me to 3. So that's good. Deal number 2, we have 16 and a flat balanced hand. So we're going to open 1-note drum. And we played there, vulnerable. So, okay, partner with a bit of a conservative pass. They had 8 high card points. Not a great hand. Not a lot of spot cards, a couple of jacks, but they do have a 4-card major and a doubleton. So the payoff for partner would, if they used Stamen, would have been finding a hard fit. But they probably did well to stay low on this one. Anyway, let's see what we can do here. Spade lead into us, probably 4th best. It could also be 2nd from like 9-7 4th. So we've got 2 spades and 2 hearts is 4, and the ace of clubs is 5. Obviously, we have to get the club suit going, and we don't want the opponents to switch to diamonds. So this is another little match point type problem where, if things lie favorably, we could take a ton of tricks. We could take 2 spades, 4 hearts, and 5 clubs for 11 tricks. But the danger in winning and getting to dummy with the heart to the jack to take the club finesse is that if it loses to the queen, the heart loses to the queen, now we're in trouble. Now they could just either play a diamond or a spade and basically set up their suit before we've knocked out the king of clubs if we have to knock it out. So I'm going to play a heart to the ace. King. Okay, so the lead was probably from a bad 4-card suit. Is it worth it to cash the king of hearts first? I don't think it really matters. But we definitely need to get clubs going. 4-0 clubs. If West has 4 clubs, I think we actually want to. Well, we're okay because we have the 9, 8, 7, and 6. We'll be able to pick up 4-0 for one loser either way, I believe. Ting, okay. We have to win because we don't want to diamond through. And the question is going to be, okay, they are 4-0. Interesting. All right, and the nice 8 of diamonds pitch. So all we can do now is just knock out the 10 of clubs, and basically the opponents are going to take however many diamonds they're going to take. I want them to keep pitching diamonds. Keep pitching them. I will, 7 and 6 are equal. East just has a baby club left. So I can play the 8 just in case I need to get to dummy with the 6. Okay, spade back. All right, so let's just cash our clubs and our king of hearts and exit a heart and see what happens. Let's save 10 of hearts. Okay, well, the queen's not dropping if the guy's pitching with 10. Queen of diamonds there. Okay, I'm going to go king of hearts, 8, queen. No. Okay, so I'm just going to exit a heart, and hopefully they have to give me a diamond trick, but it's unlikely that that's going to happen. Notice the queen of hearts was offside, so we did well not to finesse the jack of hearts. That would have been trouble. Okay, so we don't even get to take a diamond finesse. It was offside anyway. Okay, so making 2, that should be fairly reasonable score. Interesting, the opponents can actually make, they can make 2 spades only. I guess, well, 3 spades maybe if they're able to keep their heart losers to 2. Okay, third deal, we have a good hand, but 4-4-4-1. These hands are sometimes a little bit tricky to describe because you need lots of turns to bid all your suits. And also these hands don't always necessarily play as well as their point count suggests, unless you catch like a 5-card suit opposite you with so you have a 9-card fit. Anyway, we have 8 and 9, 17, 20 high card points. Some people out there will open 2-no trump, no question about that. I'm going to open 1 club and try to describe my hand that way. This is a powerful hand. If we catch a club fit, if partner has the queen of spades and king, queen, 5th of clubs, like we're going to make 6 clubs, and you're never going to find it if you open 2-no trump. But so there's trade-offs. With 2-no trump, you're going to right side the contract if partner has a major. So that's another argument for opening 2-no trump, but I'm going to open 1 club. 1 heart, 1 spade. Okay, so our hand is getting pretty good here. The 1 spade overcall actually helps our hand a little bit. Our king of spades is likely to be a trick. Our length isn't great. I mean, if partner has 3 spades, the opponents are going to get a rough. So let's see what my options are here. What is 2 spades? No stopper in spades, 15 to 21, but it denies hearts. So that's out of the question. So we're going to have to show a heart raise of some kind. So we could bid 4 diamonds as a splinter. Okay. We could also bid 3 diamonds as a splinter, I imagine. No, we cannot. That shows a big club hand. Okay, so the problem with 4 diamonds is our partner is going to bid 4 hearts almost for sure. Like, we know they're looking at terrible trumps. They're probably not looking at any spade cards. And we have the ace of clubs and the ace of diamonds. So even if they have nothing in diamonds, they just don't have points elsewhere. So I'm not really sure how I can catch up now with this hand. But it's sort of our only option is to bid 4 diamonds. If partner does have like the ace of spades and 5 little hearts or something, then maybe they'll cooperate. But it's going to be tough to bid a slam unless they just kind of bid it myself. So I will bid. Are there any other options? Not really. I mean, 3 spades is probably a splinter. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so I'm going to bid 4 diamonds. And partner, I'm just going to respect their 4 heart sign off. And then they're almost certainly going to bid 4 hearts. Doubled. Okay, 4 spades. Wow. Okay, this is great. Slam try, shortness, and spades. Well, I'm pretty sure we have enough to cooperate. So the 4 spade bid was doubled. The 4 diamond bid was doubled. So if the opponents have their values in spades and diamonds, this is great. There's nothing left for partner other than hearts and clubs. So if partner is making a try with spade shortness, we have everything. We have to cooperate. So I think the easiest is simply 4-no trump. key card Blackwood. And then over their response, we're going to ask for kings. Well, actually, sorry, they're probably going to respond none. So we're going to be off the ace of spades. So we're just going to bid 6 hearts. That's almost for certainly what's going to happen. But just in case they have the ace of spades, we'll try this. Okay, he has a key card. He has the ace of spades. So now we want to ask about kings, because if partner has ace doubleton of spades, king doubleton of clubs, that's 7 points only. And like jack fifth of hearts and 4 little diamonds or something, we are going to make a slam. Probably. We'd have to rough a couple diamonds in the dummy or we are going to make a grand slam or execute something. So 5 diamonds would be asking for the queen. 5 hearts is to play. 5 spades, not advised. Some people play that 5 spades here would actually ask for kings, specific kings, to save room, just the next step. But 5 no trump is the more common treatment. So we are going to bid 5 no trump, all queens. Let's just see what it says. Confirming all the key cards, have the queen, 1 diamond. So this gives partner a chance to bid 7 or show something a little extra if they want to. They're probably going to bid 6 hearts. Okay, I think we're done. I'm not going to gamble on a crazy grand slam. And this is going to be played for partner's side, which may not be best. Okay, wow. All right, so first thing we notice is we're in a 4-4 fit. Second thing we notice is that 6 clubs, of course, doesn't score as well. And 6 clubs may or may not be a better contract. It probably is a better contract. If we have 2 club losers, yeah, then we're going to go down in both contracts. What I was thinking is if there's a way to eliminate spades and diamonds, and then possibly end play one of the opponents, but it's not going to matter. They can give us a rough slot, and pitching a club is not going to save us anything. So basically, we're down to solving the club suit for 1 loser. So East overcalled a spade, and they have the king, probably king, queen, diamonds, although West doubled 4 diamonds. And they have the queen, jack of spades. So basically, what can we do? If we bang down the ace of clubs, well, first, I mean, obviously we're going to win. We're going to draw trump. And if they're 4-1, we're actually going to have a tiny bit of work to do. If they're 3-2, then we're just going to need the clubs because we can pitch 1 diamond on the king of spades and rough the other diamond. How do we play the clubs? If they're 2-2, nothing matters. If West has a singleton honor, then there's also nothing we can do. East is going to have the honor 10-3 over the jack. If it's the other way around, though, cashing the ace and leading towards the jack will work just fine for 1 loser. If West has singleton 10, then we want to either play the jack or low to the jack. Either one would work. But I think the normal play here is simply the ace of clubs after drawing trump, obviously. So we'll try that. So we're going to start with a high trump and see what happens. We want to save, well, I don't know if we want to save the 5 of hearts for 1 diamond rough. Let's see what we can do here. 9, that's not great. Okay, let's be a little bit careful here. We also don't want to be in a situation if trumps are 4-1 where we've drawn all the trumps, and then give up the club and the opponents can cash a diamond. So we'll start with a second trump and see what happens. Okay, showing in, good. So now I'm going to just draw trump. And we're going to have entries to both hands. So there's going to be no danger here of not being able to cash the king of spades. So here it is, the moment of truth. We want to see an honor. That's not good. 10, okay, here we go. We need clubs 2-2. Okay, so the winning play was basically to play for stiff 10 on West, which is pretty against the odds, but that's it. So they're going to get, let's see, they're actually going to get a diamond as well. Yeah, I screwed up. because I forgot to unblock the ace of spades. So they are going to score a diamond trick. I can unblock it now, not soon enough. And now he's going to cash a diamond. So I'm going to go down 2. So that was well bid, but not well played. 6 clubs is basically just going to be 1 down, unless you can divine the club position. So we'll see double dummy, of course. It's going to tell us that we could have made. But yeah, obviously that was a little bit sloppy going down an extra trick than I had to. I should have just unblocked the ace of spades so that when dummy got tapped for the last time, I could just cash the king of spades, throw a diamond. So hopefully should be able to win that one. Unless maybe you got to 7, but that would be a bit ambitious, or if somehow they doubled you. Okay, board number 4, 4th seat. Nobody has spoken yet, and we look down and see why. We have 7 and 5 is 12, and 7 is 19. So let's start describing our hand again. Another big hand that we just need to get our suits in. So we're going to start with a diamond. And our plan, like if partner bids 1 spade, our plan is to reverse in hearts and then go crazy in spades. But that's not what's going on here. Similar to last time, partner bids a heart and the opponent's overcall spade. Our hand is worth the game for us here. So we're going to do basically the same thing we did before. We're just going to bid 4 clubs, splinter. At least this time partner has room to bid 4 diamonds if they want to sort of make another try. But 4 hearts, they don't. Okay, we could have a slam here. 2 red kings could easily be enough for slam, but I'm going to pass. And we'll see if we can do better in the play than last time. Okay, so partner had a hopeless hand. A ton in clubs, queen, 10, third in diamonds, and terrible trumps. So that lead is ominous. That's the highest diamond spot out there. So the lead is not from the king, unless East is very sneaky. They did overcall a spade, and interestingly, the West was quiet with probably a 5-card support. So how do we do this? We can try and win the ace of diamonds, go to our hand by roughing a spade, take a trump finesse, and then run diamonds once we knock out the king. That's one approach. Hopefully the trump finesse wins, and it might easily win. I mean, East overcalled. They have a queen high suit and nothing in diamonds. They probably have a club owner. So we don't want to give up the possibility of taking the heart finesse. Another option is to win the ace of diamonds, play ace king of spades, throwing both diamonds, and then play a club and just try to cross rough as many heart tricks as we can. I'm not crazy about that line. Those types of cross roughing things, when you have a couple of side suits that you could set up, tend not to work. And if the opponent's over rough at any point, like we're missing the king and the 9. So, if East over roughed with the 9 at any point, like they over roughed, the second diamond, and then plays a trump, it's just the hand's going to fall apart. So I think the right play here, the opponents are going to get a club, a diamond, a rough. That's going to be almost inevitable. So the question is, do we want to try and set up the north hand, the clubs, or do we want to try and set up the south hand, which is basically almost already set up? I think we're going to try and set up the south hand. So we're going to win the ace of diamonds, rough a little spade, and take a heart finesse. That's my plan. And let's be careful to unblock the diamond later. I forgot to unblock on the previous deal, so maybe I won't here. Okay, queen of spades, interesting. He flew up with the queen. So East has a jack high suit for their bid. And so they likely have for sure a club owner, and I'm going to gamble for sure, almost for sure they have the king of hearts. Question is going to be, do we play the 10 of hearts? If East has king third, we want to keep the lead in the north. But if East has a singleton king, leading the 10 now is going to be pretty silly. However, they have likely a singleton diamond. It's pretty unlikely they have 2 singletons. So I'm going to start with the 10. And king, okay. So I think what we want to do, if trumps are 3-2, we're basically going to lose only a club and a diamond, and then our south hand will be high. If trumps are 4-1, things are going to get dicey, but we're going to find that out right away. So, a good rule is if trumps are 3-2, don't, go down on a hand that you would have made if you had just played normally for trumps to be 3-2. Okay. So this hand is basically over. We just have to unblock the diamond. Was the king on side? No, okay. That would have been quite the lead. Okay. So they're going to get one trick, the club, and we're going to make 5. So East actually had 7 spades, which is why we never heard a peep out of West. And they actually have a pretty good hand. I'm surprised they didn't open that. I guess they figured their suit was not good. But if they had opened 3 spades, that really would have put it to us, because we probably would have just had to overcall 3-note trump. And how does 3-note trump do? It says we make 4 double dummy. I guess we're going to take 2 spades, 4 hearts is 6, and 4 diamonds is 10. So we are going to do okay in 3-note trump, but not as good as we would have done in hearts. Okay, partner opens a diamond, vulnerable, and it goes 4 spades on our right. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 points. This is kind of an ugly situation. We know we have the majority of the points, but we're not really crazy about doubling. It's not clear 4 spades is going down. And are we really wanting to force to the 5 level vulnerable? I don't think so. We have a flat hand. So what do we do? This is not a good situation. And this is why, preempts work. Especially, a lot of the Europeans really love preempting more aggressively when they hold hearts. It's sort of been a type of strategy that's worked out for them a lot. When you preempt spades, sometimes in situations where you're preempting 4 spades, the opponents have the majority of the strength. They just have no choice but to double you. Whereas with 4 hearts, it gives them a guess. They want to bid 4 spades or double. So here, 9 points. I'm going to pass. Some of you might choose to double. Let's actually see what double says, how many points it shows. Game forcing 9 or more. We kind of have that at the very bare minimum. But the colors scare me. I'm going to pass up to 10 aggro points. It's possible partner comes back in. You never know. Unlikely. So now we have to lead. We have 3 attractive leads. We have partner's suit that they opened. We have the king of hearts, king, queen, small. Most of the opponent's strength is likely to be on our left in dummy. Or we have the queen of clubs, queen, jack, 9, 5. So it's a bit of a guess. I wouldn't fault any of those 3 leads. I'm going to lead the king of hearts and hope something like jack 5th doesn't appear in the dummy and declare wins the ace, something like that. There's jack 5th. So let's see if declare wins the ace. No. Okay. So we survived. We survived the first hurdle. So it looks like the natural shift here. Well, there's 2 natural shifts. One is to a diamond to both attack the ace of diamond entry and kind of get partner's tricks set up. The other is a spade, which shouldn't give anything away. And also, if declare happens to have a 3rd club, we'd like to be able to lead a 2nd round of spade. Like declares was aggressive with like 7, 1, 2, 3 with king 3rd of clubs. We lead a spade, they lead a club towards the king. We're able to, partner's able to win and play another spade, and they're not able to rough their third club. Is there any danger to playing spades? Can declare set up the heart suit? I don't think he has the entries. Can he set up anything in diamonds? I don't think so. Partner opened a diamond. And, partner has 4 or more diamonds. They can't have 3 diamonds because that would leave them with 4 spades. So it's probably safe to play a diamond, but can they go away at all? I don't think so. Although if declare has 2 little hearts and they win the spade in hand, play a heart, we win. They can then get to dummy with a spade and then play another heart, setting up the hearts. Yeah, so I'm going to play a diamond. A club might be right, but I'm going to leave a diamond here because our diamond trick might go away if declare had 2 little hearts. And that means partner signaled from something like ace 10, ace 10, 6. They would play the 6. Yeah, who knows? So let's play a diamond. Oh, a pitching a club. Okay. So partner had, let's take stock here. Partner had 6 diamonds. So declare had no diamonds. I don't think that pitch is going to help them tremendously because, if they have 8 spades, no diamonds, a couple hearts and 3 clubs, or even 2 clubs. So maybe it did cost. Let's find out. Let's see what declare does. Another spade. Is partner going to show in or out? In. Okay. So declare had, take stock, 7 spades, no diamonds. So they have 6 cards in hearts and clubs. So I don't think that pitch helped them. Even if they had 3 little hearts, that leaves them with 3 little clubs or 3 clubs to start with. So they could have roughed a club in the dummy. Jack of spades. Okay. So we want to be, in real life, we want to be as helpful as we can to our partner. We'd like to pitch the queen of clubs to kind of let them know what's going on and tell them declare's club holding. But I'm a little leery of that with 10-8 in the dummy. Declare ends up leading towards the 10 and we get kind of stuck in our hand. I'm just going to pitch a high club. A low club. I want to keep both of my diamonds as exit cards in case I need to get out if I win a trick with, say, a club and a heart. Pretty unlikely. So if declare's just running their spades here, now I think we can probably pitch a diamond. Again, they started with 6 cards in hearts and clubs, and we've seen 2 of them already. We've seen a club and a heart. So they've only got 4 cards left. Okay, so I think it's always going to be safe to exit in clubs. Yeah, so I'll pitch a diamond here. Actually, no, because if he plays a heart, we're going to duck it to our partner's ace anyway. And then he'll play a diamond. Okay, one more spade. Now I pitch a club. Club from partner. Okay. So our clubs are all equal, so there's no danger in going up with the jack. King, partner overtook. King of diamonds. Okay. Pitching a club. So now we need to be a little bit careful here. These situations tend to be dangerous where you could crash honors. We need to save both of our clubs because if declare does have ace and another club left, we basically have to keep the stopper. What did partner actually have? King, queen, 6 times in diamonds and the ace of hearts and the king of clubs. Yeah. So we're going to pitch a heart. Regard the heart suit. Okay, partner had the ace of clubs. Partner had a great hand. Okay, so we should have doubled. Partner ended up having, wow, a really good hand, 9 and 7, 16. So we did have kind of the points for game. And can we make a game? We can probably make 5 of either minor, right? Sorry, we can only make 4 of either minor. We're off the ace of diamonds and 2 spade tricks. So let's take a look at the result, double dummy. We can make 4 diamonds, or we can make less in clubs because the opponents can get a couple of roughs, or at least 1 rough, depending which side of the table we play it from. So I'm not sure how we did on this one. It feels a little bit not sufficient to only get 100 points there when we have easy part score our way. So I wish the opponents were vulnerable, but if you were able to double, and it's interesting, partner may not pass a double. They have a good hand with a 6-card minor. We could easily have a slam with their hand opposite, sort of a strength showing double of 4 spades. So partner may not have passed. So if you were able to get to 4 spades doubled, well done. You're probably going to beat most people, but I guess I'll take my plus on the deal because if I doubled and partner bid, we were going minus. So I hope you enjoyed it. That's all 5 deals for today. Happy holidays to everyone, and I hope to see you back here again soon. Take care.